Hello friends, my name is Lydia and I'm born again. I thank God for this day. It's been a while since I posted any videos, and today I just felt the need to do this because I went through, or I feel like I'm coming through an experience that has made me think and rethink about life. And I got this cup. I've been trying to get rid of it every time I'm doing my springtime or all season decluttering in my house. I have a habit of trying to look at things in my house that I'm not using. And if I have not used it for the last 2-3 years, it's out. And it's been a while since I did that because I found myself going back to a place of hoarding. Don't we all know about that? I was hoarding stuff, but this cup right here is worth holding on to because we were given in a church as a activation by a pastor who was preaching about stuff that we fill our lives with. So when I walked into the building, there were cups full on the altar, and he told us to come and pick up one cup. I picked this even though it's not my favorite color, but I just liked the shape and the way it's uniquely made. They never used to make cups that were shaped like this. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I looked at the cup as he instructed, and he said, think of the cup as your life. It's empty and you're supposed to fill it in. What would you fill it in with? Or what are you filling it with? I looked at it at that time because I can still remember the emotions, because at that time, though I was married, and I was freshly married, I had the passion and the joy of being married after waiting for a long time. I still had a part of me that was feeling empty. And at that point, kneeling at the altar, I remember thinking of the chorus that we so much used to sing back then. Fill my cup, Lord, I lift it up. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. And here I was, even though I've been singing it over and over the years, which by the way happens to be one of those songs that I really like leading, or I enjoyed leading, because it makes you think of your life as an empty vessel. And so that day, this cup made me realize that it's one of those, my life represents emptiness, and that empty part of me that has to be filled by nothing or no one else but God Himself. And even though I try to find something to fill, or I try to find things to fill it, like it's always said, each one of us has a God-shaped emptiness that only God can fill. I have to think of my life all over again and ask myself, okay, for the past 10 or 50, almost 52 years of my life, what am I filling my life with? And why am I still empty after living all these years? Why do I still fight, or why do I still struggle with that part of me that still feels empty? And friends, what I've come to discover is that God has given us that empty feeling because He wants us never to stop seeking Him to fill it. If He was to fill our lives, we would not need Him. But He wants us to need Him. And oh, how I need Him. And so it's just the mindset that we have to change, that there is a place where you will feel full. You will never, so long as you're on this side of the world, be full of anything, because that God-shaped part of you that God-shaped part of your heart that is looking and seeking for satisfaction, for fulfillment, for something more, will never be filled until you find yourself in the presence of God. And even in His presence, it's at that time that you set aside to feel or to consciously think about Him, that He gives you some fulfillment for that day. But it's a time that we have to always go empty. So every time you go in the presence of God, it's a time to empty yourself from any ideas, anything that you feel has been holding you back, and let Him fill it again. Let Him fill your cup. So here's my life, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, fill me till I want no more. Fill it up, and make me whole. Friends, bread of heaven will only be full when we finally get in His presence, when we see Him face to face. And then He will say, you're full. You're full. And that's what I want to pursue. God bless you as you continue to lift up your life like this empty vessel. Love you all. Bye.